For a peaceful and decent society, something needs to be done about the Nigerian police service. In my opinion, I would appreciate and I prefer the force being taken away out of your name, number one. And Nigerians need to break the silence on the structure, the welfare, the total package, the logistics of the Nigerian police service. That is not the kind of police you and I deserve. And that is not the kind of police, the kind of Senate we should have as a country. Why are the Nigerian senators with the level of exposure, why are the Nigerian governors, the Nigerian president with the level of exposure cannot give a semblance of standard policing? You cannot expect the Nigerian police officers to give adequate and quality police service with what is obtainable. If you're not ready to break your silence, if you're not ready to be honest, if you're not ready to stand by this, you do not deserve to even condemn what we have now. We all have to own up and accept our guilt, and this is guilt of silence against the structure. It is the policing is key to the socio-economic structure of any country. The police is tied to so many things. The police will fight corruption. The police will fight domestic violence. The police are the ones to protect you and I. The police are the ones to even pursue whoever is infringing on your rights. And if the structure, I am not talking about police officers now. The present police officers we have now needs a lot of retraining and reorientation so that they can meet up with the kind of police service you and I deserve. The services we are getting now is nothing to write home about. It is not totally the fault of the officers. It is the fault of we the people that are silent when the necessary prerequisites to make this structure look like a standard parastatal to offer service are not there. If 90% or 95% of Nigerian police stations do not have staff toilets, you know that and you're quiet about it. Have you taken time to ask how do they finance and maintain each police station rather? The kind of facility you see in all the police stations you visited, does that look like police station for human beings? Ordinary statement form, they cannot just print from the printer. They don't even have a central printer. That is a office. Police stations that is always in darkness. Police stations that do not even have internet. They don't have Wi-Fi. They don't have laptops. They don't have computers. How do they intend to combat crime in 2018? And we have people that are representing us. We have people in the Senate earning big. Why is a salary? Why is a salary? Why is the total package? Why are police officers not having direct, formidable insurance package? If they have all this, do you think their attitude and approach towards the people will not change? If the welfare, the salary is improved, the accommodation is sorted through the local government or the Lagos State Ministry of Housing and what have you, do you think if all these things are sorted and you enter into a police station, we don't want police station that doesn't have a door. We don't want a police station that is smelling. We don't want a police station where the officers do not even have kids. We don't want a police structure where the officers cannot even understand how to operate a computer. We don't want a police station whereby our officers, they don't even attend shooting range constantly. We don't want police structure where their understanding of human rights is terribly low. We don't want police structure and police officers that does not even understand the Constitution. The only thing police officers are trained to do now is to shoot guns. We are not at war front. And that is why you and I need to come together. You need to support us. We are not going to fight. We are not going to be violent. We just want to pass this message. We want to contribute. We want to be on our feet. We want to dedicate our time. If those times, if you spend at least 5% of those times you spend in churches, mosques, and in shrines, in those religious places, those resources and time you spend, if you spend 5% of it into programs like this, the society will be better for all of us. Nobody goes to church because he wants the country to get better. Nobody goes to mosque because they want this country to get better. Nobody prays to God. You don't pray, you cannot tell me that you go to church every Sunday because you want this country to get better. No, you're going to church because of yourself. Where are you going? Where have you gone to that would make this society better in the last 6 months? Ask yourself, which gathering, which NGO, which reasonable gathering have you gone to actually express yourself or to contribute or to support to make this society better? Then you ask yourself, why am I blaming the people? Why am I hopeless about this country when as an individual you're not playing your role? If you do not play your role, are you expecting an American or British or German to come and play the role for you? And that is why I'm appealing to you that I will want to give voice to the voiceless. I will want human rights violations to stop. But I cannot do it alone. We all have to do it together. You are a leader in your own right. You are an adult and a member of a voting public. Your voice needs to count. Your voice needs to be heard. And you need to play your role as well. And that is why I am making this passionate appeal. Be a volunteer. Join Break the Silence Foundation. Join the movement. Let us start restructuring. In Break the Silence Foundation, we cannot talk about every problems of this country. We want to break our silence on problems one after the other and ensure that we look for solutions. We're going to look for solutions amongst the volunteers. We're going to be having science, medical, people from all walks of life in the movement, and then we'll provide a solution and back it up with actions. We will not be doing much talkings. We will be talking as well as backing it up with actions. We'll be taking to the street to make adequate and peaceful demand. We are geared towards having a peaceful and progressive society. We need to ask ourselves, what am I doing? I have a picture of a kind of country I want. What have you contributed? What role have you played towards achieving this kind of dream about your country? While you're thinking about yourself, you must think about your country. That is the pride of a flag. That is patriotism. And that is what I want you to think about, reflect on this, and let's do this together. Once again, you're welcome on board Break the Silence movement. Thank you.